Hello and welcome back to Critical 20 today.
Lucy, when she gets a job,
we have our giveaway for the D20 ring. We are giving it away next week, so this is the last week you can enter the giveaway. If you want to enter the giveaway, email me at critical20dnd@gmail.com with the subject line of giveaway. That will be down in the description box below. And
this is like when that one guy came to the guild hall and just like.
And the winner will be decided,
right?
and they will receive this fabulous D20 ring. It's all rainbow colors and pretty.
Wait.
Okay, so to recap the last session, you brought your daughter to the pool of everlasting light, saved her, and she is now talking for some reason. Went to the Council of the 13 Kingdoms, and with the help of King Dodomarnarm, convinced them that this was a threat great enough to relinquish their shards of Varanzi.
So, how many number of episodes, what episode are you on specifically, like episode 100 or anything like
This is not important. You guys can talk about something.
Not the one that turns into a demon.
I know, how am I doing? Sorry.
Somebody has to have died once.
Yeah, it would make sense.
We'll have to finish it.
So, what would you like to do?
Okay, so no jobs board.
Oh. Have you seen the dragons yet? How about that?
No, I haven't.
There we go. Okay. Look there, you're way behind.
Yeah. Okay.
There will be dragons.
There will be dragons. Okay.
There will be war. There will be calamity.
Oh boy. I would want to ask Hector what we can do next. Maybe search for another item. Or at this point, I think I asked him enough. Not favors, just.
Well, we already know where to find this. We know where everything is, really.
Yeah.
There's not really much to do.
Yeah. Plus, I'm afraid I'm annoying him.
Unless
Who?
you know you want to get on the queen.
Which queen?
What else?
Oh, the Wood Elf Queen.
Wait, I was hitting on the what?
You can.
I can't. No. No, I don't think that's a wise idea. Well, I have very high charisma.
Well, you have plenty of royalty in your guild hall as it is. One is more than enough.
Not true. You can never have enough.
Hey, he's not hitting on anyone. He's not a player.
But not now. But I have a very high charisma. You look like you have
I just had an epiphany, but I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to figure it out yourself.
What? All right.
What's epiphany?
I have no idea.
I'm not going to tell you. You have to figure it out yourself.
What's an epiphany?
An epiphany is like an idea that suddenly comes upon you.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Okay, so might as well give it a shot. Not hit on the elven princess.
You're gonna hit on. That's time for the meeting.
How many females are there at the meeting?
Insensitives or royalty.
I think there's 6.
Alright, so I have 6
Actually,
chances.
I think there's 4. I think that was my
4
mistake.
chances!
Okay. I'll watch them far away so I can
You know what?
You do realize they retired to their rooms, right?
That's not gonna stop me.
The guards might.
You know what? I'm just gonna talk to Hector. Maybe he'll give me something to do. Maybe he'll give me a vision of what's going on at the temple.
Hey, can you give this to the female person? And then the scroll.
So you're gonna go pray?
I'm gonna go pray.
Roll a religion check.
Okay. Crit.
20?
20.
You see in your mind a vision. A red sky. Pillars of smoke. Great mountains of fire. And the vision zooms in all of a sudden. You find yourself inside one of these mountains of fire. see an anvil. And a dwarf-looking creature with a beard and hair of flame standing there with a hammer. And you recognize what is on the anvil. A gold, gem-encrusted hilt.
Yes!
The long blade.
Yes!
Then shadows.
Then the vision fades.
You can just hear me be like, yes! I'm just kidding.
Like, hey, what's that?
I know what we need to do! I'm just kidding.
Actually, no, the vision doesn't fade then.
Oh, okay, so I didn't transfer.
All of a sudden, darkness begins to cover this vision. Eventually, there's just blackness. And you see two glowing purple eyes appear. And then the vision fades.
I had a catapult.
Nice. Okay, so I say that was successful. It's alright. Alright, sweet. Okay, so I saw the outside. I saw the mountains on fire, so I could almost recognize them if I were to come upon them.
You probably could. It was a wider view. You could see a couple mountains, but the one that was centered in your vision was very clearly bigger, like twice the size of the other ones.
Ooh, that makes sense.
Really bad.
Awesome. Okay. Too much land to cover. Freak. Don't have Thatcher with me. Alright. I'm just gonna hold off on that. I'm just gonna keep that in the back of my mind. And then I'm gonna leave my room.
Okay.
Oh. We should probably go check out that crossbow.
Oh yeah, the crossbow's done.
Okay, so I'm gonna head back to the magic shop.
What were the specifics of the crossbow you ordered? Because I forgot.
There's an enchantment of poison in
There was an enchantment?
it. No, of lightning, this was.
Yeah, it was
lightning, yeah.
So I
Yeah, it's
walked...
a normal crossbow.
Yeah.
It was a hand
One-handed.
crossbow,
It was one-handed.
It's
which
the one
does
you can put
1d6 usually.
It's one you can put in your pocket.
I'll say it does an extra d10 of lightning damage.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to tell that to Thatcher.
Oh, because it's Thatcher's crossbow.
So I'd go, I'd be like,
It's for very well, but in fact, we requested it.
Oh.
Yes, because you guys don't remember this.
Right, so it was...
I can't remember everything.
So
I just found half my notes of things I've forgotten.
Slightly me.
Okay, so I'm gonna go, I walk into the magic shop and I'm like, hey, is it done?
The crossbow is done, yes.
Alright, I already paid you in advance. May I please have it?
And he hands it over. It's a small crossbow, roughly yay big.
Okay. Who's
Hey, I
this?
bet you can't hit
And
me.
the string,
Shut up!
and the string almost like crackles slightly when you pull it back.
Nice. Okay, so who's this for again?
The High Elf Princess.
I'm just kidding. So, okay, I'm gonna go gift her.
Oh, okay, so you're...
She's in the library of the guild hall. Probably studying, actually.
I just realized something.
What?
This is, Thatcher was gonna give it to her.
Oh.
But if you give it, no, you give it to her.
You know what?
You give it to her.
Thank you for bringing that up with me. So
I was gonna say, because you give it to her, then you're...
that's right. He's trying to improve the relationship, so I'm gonna go put it.
He's trying to hit on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you give it to her, like, oh, I just one up Thatcher.
I think I kind of want to deal with it.
It's
Yeah.
up to you.
I mean, it's fun for a little chaos.
I am too chaotic.
Oh, then yeah, then your character would probably do that.
Yeah, do that.
You don't care about Thatcher's feelings.
This is why I was able to not like you. Hey, see, now I reason.
So you take it in,
Hey,
Andrew.
Thatcher originally paid for this, but he's busy at the moment, so here.
Oh, you gave him credit now.
Anymore.
Thank you. And she takes it and just sets it on the table and keeps reading.
Oh, wow. She was good.
And as you're looking at what she's reading, You can't actually read the words. They're not actual words.
So the symbols reads.
Okay.
They appear to be some sort of archonic visages, runes, symbols. But it's not actually words.
It's like trying to read Vikings writing.
It's like trying to read Japanese if you've never seen a Japanese character.
Okay, I understand.
I've seen
There is a man
Japanese
outside of a house, next to a tree. That's what Japanese looks like. I'm sorry if we have any Japanese viewers, that's genuinely what it looks like to me.
That's on him, not me. Okay, cool. I don't care if
That's
I give...
genuinely what it looks like to Christian. No, I'm just kidding.
That's my honor. Honor. No, I'm just kidding.
Just a second, I have to grab something real quick.
Oh, whoa. I think I actually saw the Scotch Festival a couple of times. Jeez Louise, calm down.
Yes, I keep a dagger back here.
You know, I came to a realization like, no, I don't care if I gave Zafar the credit or not. Whatever happens, happens. So, yeah, I gave him the credit, so what? So, I leave.
Yeah.
You better thank me. You better thank me, Brock.
Okay, so what would you like to do now that you've done that?
Well,
Because, like, I'm just going to say for the ritual, there's only 2 things left you need.
yeah, we need the molten platinum.
You technically already have that.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
It's just not in your possession.
And so is in the Undying Flame. That's not.
Read this.
Dude, I know what it looks like.
Those are also not what I'm talking about.
No.
No,
I'm showing
these
Japanese.
These characters. I've seen
No.
Japanese before. I watch anime.
I watch anime too, but this is what it says.
You suck.
So, I believe the second paragraph is what you're looking for.
You destroyed everything.
You ruined everything. I'm leaving. Morty, I'm leaving.
Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it.
Excellent!
Wait, Rick and Morty?
No, that's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I love that movie. It was a good movie.
Bogus!
Sorry. I was gonna say.
I don't think this one's gonna work. No.
Behold, President Lincoln.
If you wish this to be bestowed upon you, you must find me.
And then they make snow cones, right? They make snow cones. I think.
I think that might be the Bogus Journey.
Someone was that.
I don't think that's the Excellent
That's
Adventure.
the
yeah.
side cartoon.
Another cartoon.
We have to look for a pure nameless and soul.
And someone to be ascended.
I don't think anyone's gonna hand me their baby. Yeah. Well,
So we probably have to steal one something. Or ask a request from the council, which probably do that.
Can we
or
have a baby?
or you find somebody. Maybe you would. I don't know.
Christian.
Or somebody goes makes a baby.
They didn't steal that baby when they're not looking. You know, true chaotic, I might as well do that. I'm just kidding. Again,
You have been judged by it.
To be fair, I probably wouldn't judge you. I've had much worse things happen in D&D campaigns.
yeah,
On a scale of 1 to 10 and 11.
So what would you rate this?
Of having a child and sacrificing a child.
Of stealing a child.
Stealing a child
No,
slightly higher,
Stealing a baby.
maybe a 7.
Okay, what happens if
Oh, so you want
make a
us
child?
so
On the
we're
scale
allowed,
of 1 to 10. And the worst I've had is 11.
So we're allowed to go crazy with you a little bit, like what would actually we don't care if it's bad anymore.
No, there's always
But
consequences,
we want
but
to find somebody
No,
to
but with
be
you,
offered
like
as a sacrifice.
there's a high chance we won't be judged.
how are you gonna find someone to ascend to godhood?
Yeah, that's why I was.
Yeah.
So I was wondering.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be too hard to find if you think about it. Like, hey, you want to be a god? Heck yeah, want me a god? Then join us.
Yeah, but this thing has.
So.
We don't know if this person would be evil though.
Oh yeah, true.
You have to make sure the person.
Oh yeah, we need 100 cats.
Oh, that's right. Can we throw like holy water at them?
That doesn't do anything.
Aww.
If someone threw holy water at you, it literally wouldn't do anything. It'd just splash on you.
Wait, what about that?
No, it'd be very wet. So like heretic.
Heretic. Heretic. Every time someone says heretic, I think of that scene from Halo where the Arbiter is going forward
Oh,
and they're
now I
like,
remember.
heretic.
Every time
Heretic.
someone says heretic, I think of Berserk.
I think of the grunts.
If you've seen the anime.
I've seen like a part of the anime at the beginning on Netflix. I wasn't really interested in it.
And so
Yeah,
the
you should
Arbiter
probably,
is
if you aren't really interested, whatever. It's really interesting though.
Okay.
Although it's yeah, you can go over to rated R in that sense though. What? It's in the sense it's rated R.
Oh, I've seen it.
Okay, let's jump it up. What's the next rated?
Isn't it? Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it's done at rated R. That's it.
It's basically 18 though.
That's rated R.
Oh.
If you're thinking of video games, it's AAO, adults only.
Okay, how about this?
Okay, so. Oh.
That didn't fly nearly as well as I thought it would. It's off to the right of the table, Ammon.
One of those.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Just throw it away.
Sticky note. Sticky note roulette.
I completely forgot. My apologies. Okay. Do you got fire in here?
Where? The guild hall?
No. IRL. Real life.
No.
I'll get those away then.
I'll flush it if I have to.
Yeah, it's a bad stick it up. Whatever it's on it.
Oh, is it like a no for him to go have a child and then like sacrifice his own child?
No, I meant the sticking note does anime related.
Oh.
Anyway, it's pretty bad stuff.
And honestly,
Okay.
that would be like a 5 on the scale of 1 to 10 compared.
What do you think about them?
Just think about it.
No, I can't. What's that? What? Oh! Oh, I just realized there's no.
Did you finally have an epiphany too? I'm just
No.
kidding.
I have an epiphany. Never mind.
Epiphany!
Yes, my chair.
Yeah.
My chair.
You already have a chair.
Okay, fine.
I'll pay for it.
Just sit on his feet.
Oh, there you go.
No, yeah. Here's one
Okay.
okay, so how are we gonna go about this? Getting somebody to give us their child. I mean, if we have like
Also-
make a child with them, that's gonna take 6 months.
Also, no one said it had to be a child.
What?
The sacrificing part?
No one on earth. It just has to be a pure, innocent soul.
You
Exactly.
told us it was a baby. It had to be a baby.
No, actually, it could be an elf. Technically.
What?
Well, how are we gonna find a pure?
Because they're-
That is racist? Are you saying all elves are pure and innocent? Because that is racist. What about Veriel's brother? He was very corrupt. You ended up killing him. He was a servant of Vecna, the god of evil secrets.
I was being racist right there.
How are we gonna go about finding a pure and innocent soul? Because I bet those are really hard to come by nowadays.
Sometimes go ask a council member.
You know what? They probably know.
Apparently, Ammon has not had the epiphany I thought he had.
That you want, yeah.
He has not had the epiphany I want him to have.
Do you want us to still baby?
No, I want Ammon to have an epiphany.
You know what? Let's just go talk to the council. To the kings. Rulers, I should say.
No, I should write them, pass them over to the guards. Or they pass it over to the,
Yeah, so I go back and I talk
I can lift up this chalice.
to them. I go back and
Talk
talk
story.
to the leaders.
They have not reconvened yet because there has been no reason for them to reconvene.
Can I talk to them individually?
He gets past the guards.
Sure, why not?
Alright.
Who do you want to talk to, though? The ruler of which kingdom? The map is behind you.
Oh,
It's smart if you do that.
Will it be smart
For what?
if I talk to them first?
Technically, there's only a representative from Telkator, a member of the parliamentary council that has been set
But
up.
they would know of you.
Oh yeah.
There.
I forgot. Okay, so we'll go talk to them first.
I'm doing an excessive amount of work to give Ammon an epiphany.
Just give me a couple minutes. I'll figure it out in an hour.
So you're going to go talk to the representative from Telkator?
Yes. And yes, I know what I said.
Yes. His name is... Well, you go and he says... Ah, yes, you were at the council. I do not believe we've been properly introduced.
Oh, my name is Vishgar.
My brain just did a die. I am Master Kansen of Telkator.
Telgator. I've journeyed there a number of times. Very interesting.
I think we had no one work there for the entire time.
It is an interesting place.
In college, too.
Yeah.
Rich history.
Indeed. Now, I come here asking you the prophecy that was read earlier. It talked about needing a gun in an innocent. No, was it a young innocent?
A pure
Pure
innocent
innocent.
soul.
Here, Ammon. Time for an epiphany to hit you in the face. Like I said, an excessive amount of work to give Ammon an
It has to be a
epiphany.
willing soul. Okay. So, we're looking for a pure, innocent, willing soul for the sacrifice.
What are you suggesting? What are you suggesting?
Well, I was suggesting if you possibly knew anyone.
Not in particular.
Dude, you are creative. Just now I can't probably rebuild this.
I made him a paper airplane to give him an epiphany. It worked. It flies better than a sticky note. And there's only 2 words on it.
What's the 2 words? What's the 2 words?
I don't know who the other person is. And you should know that I don't know who the other person is.
What are the words?
Answer a question for me, Ammon. Who is the person you wanted to ascend to godhood originally? Who became corrupted and turned into a ghast and you had to kill?
Darn him.
Relantha.
Yes, yes, sir.
So, we have...
Where did you first meet Relantha?
Where did I first meet her?
At the tomb of Ramun the Unbroken.
Oh, yes.
And what was she doing there?
She
No,
was
correction.
engaged.
Who was she there with?
Ruin. Crap. Lich.
She had been taken along with her husband and her daughter.
Yes.
So what you're saying is that...
What is her daughter's name?
Ariel? No. Well, not I forgot everything. I can't even rebuild it. Build this one.
It is written on this piece of paper.
I don't. This is very on the Italia, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know this.
So you guys had someone who was willing to go to godhood, and you got them corrupted.
No, we did not get them corrupted.
Actually, it was actually Carolingus. It's a long story.
His master.
Alright.
That's a long story. You'd have to watch the previous episode
Okay.
for that one.
Alright,
I
so...
didn't.
Epiphany gets his Christian. I'm just kidding.
Aha! There you go right there.
Okay, so you gotta know how to this.
Absolutely not.
You failed horribly at grabbing it.
What? No, I grabbed it with,
I know,
with
I know.
2 fingers.
I know, but... So,
Anyways, so the representative territory doesn't know a thing. So, it doesn't know.
I'm surprised the Epiphany didn't hit Ammon in the face literally.
so you
Or
grabbed it.
figuratively.
Okay. I was gonna right in your
Anyways.
face.
Anyways, so I'm just gonna go
Like
to
I
the
said, you
next.
throw it like that. So it gets an interesting loop.
Okay.
Alright, so.
So, like, goes down and up?
It depends on how you throw it. I throw it a very particular way. There are points.
Wait, so.
We're doing it.
Because I tend to
How
hold them
long-
loosely in 2 fingers and then just swing
I'll
my
catch
arm.
you for a second. How well am I known in Kyoto?
Kalentu, not very well.
You consider
In fact, you've never even been to Avantiano,
What the?
the capital of Kalentu.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But I am from the Church of French Doors.
Yeah. Which is currently under an unending storm. But
Staying on the ground.
Alright. Okay, so instead I'll go talk to them.
I did that on purpose.
Of course.
That was almost the trash can.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep going around.
This is what I heard. I'm just gonna go keep.
So you go from place to place.
Keep around.
Mostly the same responses.
Dang it. Mostly. We're one that's
No.
not the same. Well,
Hang on, boy.
don't you dare.
Right.
Deflected. Okay,
You're an epiphany in your face.
so what would you guys like to do? This is an epiphany!
We're fighting you with the epiphanies.
We refuse.
I don't know how
the
to spell epiphany. I'm gonna do my best.
A thought popped in my
Epiphany.
mind.
Really not. How are you spelling it?
Epiphany.
What
Yeah.
the- how's
Wait,
that-
really?
Yeah.
Sweet! Pass the spelling bee.
Whoa, that was cool. So what's going on? Is like everything's still going on okay over there? Like,
You have no idea how Millar's
Wow,
doing.
that's interesting.
wow.
Last time you were there, Ilariel was mostly in ruins from the expansion of the Zelm Woods.
Yep, that's what I thought. And then we
I like
decided we
Epiphany.
were so confused.
It gives me the baptism of Jesus. on the calendar.
What?
This is January 6th,
Dang
2017.
it, we missed
And
it.
there was an epiphany on January 6th.
Dang
it!
Missed
I didn't even realize I had an epiphany.
Jesus won't be happy with me.
I thought it would come
No,
towards me,
sorry.
but no.
Okay,
It came back.
I remember that when we were there, we were so confused. And then Thatcher was like, or Brock. And then Brock was like, you know what? Screw this place. We're leaving. I'm like, all right, fine.
I was not supposed to do that.
So yeah,
Did you spell
we have no idea what to do over there.
You're right.
Oh,
Because you had no
oh,
reason to go there in the first place.
I know.
Yeah, it worked.
Why did we go there in the first place?
Because you forgot why you were in Zatal. Lilacs or whatever. Why are you spinning?
Hey, you got an epiphany though.
Right in the
I don't think the paper
I-
airplane over the head is quite as good as the light bulb.
Anyways,
Yeah, it's still in. I like how you tilted the corners though. It makes it turn right.
you know what? I'm just gonna go have some fun. I'm gonna go around and hear some rumors.
I'm surprised the Epiphany still hasn't hit Ammon yet.
Okay, that name. Should we be looking for that person or something?
Yeah, we should. So we can talk to them and ask them to be the quote-unquote sacrifice.
Okay, what are we waiting for?
If that's right, of course. Right?
Hmm?
Is that the Epiphany?
I'm seeing if the Epiphany will hit you. I'm not going to tell you the Epiphany. Though I pretty much did.
I literally just said it.
We
Answering your questions.
Yeah.
It
we have
almost went in that goblet.
need
I
to look
tilted
for
the corner
this.
so it goes backwards.
We need to look for that.
So you're
You need to find someone who can be ascended.
Yep, and that epiphany, the one on here.
300 dice.
Mostly for the reason that
Working 'cause it's tilted
so you
corners.
can get the the address and or robe commissioned, so you can get that going.
Yeah!
Woo! Nice.
No, I flew right into it. It's hurt. Do not deny it. Where is it, guys? Oh, there it is.
Alright, let's go. Let's go find them. Do you know where they are?
Who are you specifically looking for?
The person on the piece of paper that we got. That you...
Which person?
Telia? No, there we go.
It's up to you.
They both exist. Like they're both still alive for me.
Yes, they're both still alive.
Telia! Alright, let's go. We're still doing this. Okay.
I made a modification. I had to make sure it still worked.
Alright. Okay, we're gonna go look for it.
No modification.
That actually is a good... That style of airplane, I played around with in elementary school a lot, and that is a valid modification, though usually you don't still have the corner thing sticking up. But...
Yeah, be careful. Just can't crush it.
Okay, let's go look for Telia.
So you go back to the guild hall, and... You know, I'm gonna say she's in a room. So you go up to her room and you find her there.
Hello.
You know her.
Batman.
She opens the door. She looks very much the same as you remember, even though you haven't seen her in a little while.
In a long while. What?
It's been a couple months, at least.
Yeah.
And she's like, hello?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this fast and short. Do you want to?
You were hit with a 50.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea?
Do you want to be a sacrifice? For the prophecy. For the.
To save the...
To save the
No,
world.
no, actually, I'm not going to say anything. Because you're a failure. It's about to happen. I'm not here.
Would you like to help us send someone to Godhood?
I don't really have anything else to live for.
No, that's not true.
Wow. The skill.
Alright, cool.
You don't even know what I've been
What?
through. Said, you don't even know what I've been through.
Well, I know that everybody who was born here was born. Oh no, it's meant to do.
Yes, I finally hit Evan with the Epiphany. That was so perfect.
That was awesome. It was like, it's gonna come directly at me. It's like, nope!
There was a pattern, and I figured out the pattern.
I know that
too.
everybody born on this planet has some purpose they need to find. That's it.
I hit his hand.
Oh, maybe this is mine.
Alright. See, I didn't screw up. What are you telling me?
The sad thing is, you don't actually know Retalia's story.
Of course I don't know, because we haven't talked.
You talked to her.
If you'd watched the previous episodes, you would have known.
You know what? I like Aram's idea. Let's talk.
So you're gonna just talk to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me your life.
So what do you think?
What do I assume?
What are you saying?
Oh. What do I assume? That's the wrong thing to do. So, are you an orphan? Are you a monkey? Like, what are you?
I'm gonna have a prostitute. Sorry, no, that's doctor.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
Not much. I don't do much anymore.
Well, what do you do? Yeah.
Mostly remember.
Remember?
Yes.
She's not.
No.
She isn't.
Yes.
Actually, yes, she is a high elf.
Are you skilled with a weapon? Maybe we can get some sparring in. Would you like to be taught how to wield a weapon?
There's no reason for it.
Self-defense.
Does she use a weapon technically?
She has never wielded a weapon. That you are aware of.
Oh, it must have been the book.
She had a book with her when she was going to fight the Lich. Then we left him behind.
Wait,
Ritalia has never fought anyone.
Her daughters died, right? By
Ritalia is the daughter.
Oh.
how old is she?
Oh, I was thinking of the mother, I guess.
How old is she?
She's probably, in relative maturity, probably about 1920. So, like, almost 100 years old. Probably about 100 years old.
What would you like to remember? What's your favorite memory?
Favorite is a hard word.
Anything?
The one I enjoy the most or the one I remember the most?
The one that you enjoy the most.
When I finally saw my mother again.
That's a painful memory.
Favorite food?
I don't really have one.
When was the last time you ate?
Guess it.
This morning.
What time is it now?
I'm going to say... Actually... It would be about... 8 p.m. Maybe 10. 9. Cut the difference. It's 9.
What is it? I'm just kidding. Alright. Let me think. I just feel sorry if they go like, oh, yeah, like I want to teach her self-defense.
She's going to be sacrificed, probably, though.
Hey, might as well build a bond.
Take a look at
Alright, it's very obvious I'm interrupting something, so I'll just leave you be.
Alright. And she just closes the door.
I walk away thinking like, does everybody hear a drag?
You're not from Naruto.
If only you knew. If only you knew all the crap she's been through. And technically, you could ask almost anyone in the guild. Any of the actual party members would probably know what she's been through. Evan would probably know if he remembers.
I have to remember to tell him.
I can help you remember.
Okay. I just remember going to the dungeon, seeing her locked up in a cage, and said, "What? Yes, in a cage."
Oh, freak.
That's
Was
her,
she,
right?
Was she,
was locked in a
was
cage.
she part of the, a slave trade or something?
No.
No?
No.
She was captured by Dumbledore. What was she going to be used for again?
She was being used as his phylactery. He was using her life force to sustain him, and using a small portion of his power to keep her alive. So she was being kept alive for years. Just barely.
Alright, I'm gonna go at least talk to another guild member.
So another party member?
Yeah, another party member.
Or another guild member?
Just another party member.
Who?
Can you tell me the names?
Of the party members?
Yeah.
I don't remember Andrew and Victoria's new characters' names.
I don't know them either.
There's Carl, who's a giant half-orc. There's Thatcher, there's Matilda Beth. I think that's pretty much it.
I'm gonna spar with one of them.
Get spar with the orc. Makes sense. Oh, sorry, my bad. So now I'm waiting on if that's someone else.
Oh, okay. So I go. I'll just go up to Thatcher. Why not? Hey Thatcher.
Thatcher's not here currently.
And we don't have a scarcer sheet.
Thatcher went north.
Oh, that is right. We need it.
I did just get done with this.
Well, we need to spar with somebody.
Okay, choose. Oh wait, do we have the character sheets?
You know a little bit, but you still know none of the crap Talia's been through.
Okay. Just because you're mocking me for it.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm being insulted here. I'm just kidding. You know what? All right. I'll bite. I'll talk to the other guild members, see what's going on.
Who are you
Don't
talking
bite
to?
you.
Because you could, in theory, just talk to Anon.
Well, he doesn't know a thing.
Talk to me?
Yep.
Doesn't know a thing.
Wow, you finished.
Dude, you offended me so many times. I'm just kidding.
That's the point. You're supposed to be offended.
You're supposed to be offended.
And in that logic, you're supposed to be offended
Oh
too.
my gosh. I'm sorry.
I guess
Yeah,
you're
you did.
supposed to be offended. Like, seriously.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All of a sudden, so many hate comments from, like, teenage girls. Hey, we have, like, 30 comments. Oh. At least we have 30 comments.
Make a video all about you apologizing.
You know what? You were racist earlier.
That's racist, not sexist.
Only to elves, though.
I know. Fine, whatever. I apologize.
We're gonna get hate comments from elves about you. Just kidding.
Hey, we got 30 more! Oh.
Wait, what? Okay, so back to the game.
Yeah, I'm fine. I apologize. Just having fun.
No, some girls actually like that. It's kind of funny. To watch me do that.
I'm just getting mixed fun.
Just an experience, of course. Anyways,
Is there anybody to spar with?
yes.
Not you.
Dang. Yes, actually, yes, there is.
Yes. There is Rangarim Turun, who is the head guard.
Alright.
Good luck.
Let's do it. I don't care when I lose. I just want something to
I need
do.
to put some of these books back over here.
Just like it's when you're on your phone and
Well, I'm on my phone because
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
yeah.
So. Also, you're kind of taking turn to charge, so enjoy it while it lasts.
What?
Enjoy taking charge while it lasts, right?
Alright.
So, do you actually want to spot Rangarim Turun?
Good luck.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's a battle-hardened war veteran.
It's sparring.
He's still a battle-hardened war veteran.
He's
Sparring.
not gonna hold back though.
Fine, I guess I won't.
Let's see you go down probably.
Time to go onto the streets and look for some rumors.
For some rumors?
Yeah, why not?
Most of the rumors are about you guys in this city.
I'm gonna assume that none of them are good.
A lot of them aren't true.
Like,
Oh, tell us
like
these
what?
rumors.
Yeah, like what?
I'm not going to.
Because you don't have any rumors.
Yes.
Bummer. Dang.
You'll find that a lot of stuff I do is improv.
There's nothing on the jobs board. So what
No.
else is what?
There's nothing.
No.
There's nothing on the job board.
He's giving you no chance.
To do anything.
There's stuff to do. You just have to find it.
Well, then,
I'm just sick and tired of you guys in fudging jobs.
you just don't like us doing jobs. You don't like us making money for the guild.
No, that's not what it is. I've sent you a message repeatedly over and over and over and
They
over.
are running out of time.
Yeah.
And it seems to have never sunk in.
We're trying to freaking. No.
At least you guys are trying.
That's the thing. I don't know where to begin with the other stuff, at least. Okay, we got somebody who wants to be a sacrifice, but they're a Debbie Downer.
Now you just need someone to be ascended, and then you need to have the robe made. And then you have everything.
Alright.
The man has everything.
What?
Isn't that a thing? Like, the person has everything?
Never heard that before. Alright, I'm gonna go look for somebody who wants to be a god. Because why not? Now
Wander the streets.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you want to be a god?
Hey, there's also an empty seat for the Prince of Undeath, if you're feeling more like that.
Really?
You don't know if it's been filled or not.
No, I'm actually being told about the same character though.
That was me mocking out of character.
Actually, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm gonna,
They killed the demon Prince of Undeath. There is no one on his throne.
I'll take his throne. I'm just kidding.
Sure you will. Can you please change your alignment to chaotic evil?
You know what? I'm already true chaotic.
That's not low enough. They were going to have the Prince of Undeath's throne filled by someone else, but said other person realized that they were being corrupted by the demon Prince of Undeath. And didn't realize that until after he was dead.
You're a dude there traveling then.
And go where?
We got 1 week with royalty with us. Sure you want to leave?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go hit on some people.
You guys just need one person.
Maybe I could hit on them and be like, hey, you want to ascend into godhood?
You would make such a
Weak
great
wow.
god. Hashtag worst pickup lines 2017.
Then they're like, sure, and then like as soon as the time comes, she's like, wait. I
Worst
didn't-
pickup lines.
Yeah. You want to be
2017.
You want to ascend to godhood?
Do you want to be a god? Because your beauty's like Aphrodite. No. You must be a god. Because you're as beautiful as Aphrodite. That's better. Still, worst pickup lines 2017, I'm sure. Unless the person is for some reason really into Greek mythology.
Wait.
Which is actually rare.
The
'cause you don't see that, right?
the representatives or leaders or whatever. Do
Actually,
they have
those-
assistants with them?
They have guards and most likely assistants, yes.
Any female assistants?
Sure!
Just let it be.
Just roll with it.
Let it be. Let it be.
You have to give me. You know what? I'm not gonna listen to any of you, except you. Oh, shit,
When
gotta listen to you. I'm not gonna listen to
broken-hearted
any of you.
people
I'm gonna travel.
Living
I will
in the
travel.
world agree.
I have nothing else to discuss with the council.
Let it be.
We won't be copyrighted, right?
Probably not.
Hopefully not.
And if anything else, I can just edit this bit out.
Alright. Yeah.
It's the copyright. Oh, let me just fix this.
You I want to go there.
Really?
Where are you going?
Yeah, nothing else better to do.
Villan?
Belong? Sure.
In Siniston?
Where?
That's at least a week's travel through the desert.
Yeah, for a while.
No? I'm gonna go.
Okay, so you randomly leave and start traveling northwest.
It's like, hey, where'd you go?
Yeah, just out there.
Okay.
Maybe they'll be like bandits. Be like, hey, give us your gun. Give us your gold. And we're like, no. Decapitate them. All of them. One fell swoop.
So, he leaves, and what are you doing while he's gone?
Searching for him in the entire city.
What purpose do you have of searching me?
Pull pranks on
What are you
dogs.
doing after about 3 days of not finding him?
It's like, you just search everywhere?
I set up pranks, elaborate pranks for him in his room.
Oh, yeah.
Then what do you do after 2 days of that?
I'm going to pray to Hector, and it's going to show me a vision of him messing with my room. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to go in there
Hector
anymore.
doesn't care about that.
No, I'm just kidding.
There is no scripture that relates to that.
Speaking of which, sign up for your daily scriptures with Christian Cox. Hit it. Give me a quote from the Holy Book.
From the Holy Book.
Yeah.
And Hector rose above all, and he smote
Oh, that's it?
the Dark One,
And Hector rose above.
and cast him into the depths of oblivion.
Okay. And Hector arose and smote.
Figured I'd make it relatable to the current situation.
And he smote the Dark One. And he cast him into the oblivion.
The depths of the
In
oblivion.
the depths of the oblivion.
Mr. Misquoted Scriptures.
Hey, good job, Alvin.
Good job. You're such a knight in shiny armor.
I quote or misquote.
I know.
text.
I know exactly what that
I
says.
know, but
I don't misquote it.
of course. I
What
just,
so that's not right? That isn't actually a quote.
and then Hector said, "Slay the gnome."
Yeah, I do.
That's funny.
And then the small gnome slayed the mighty paladin.
He did on the ship, actually.
Exactly. What I said was not wrong.
Yeah.
And then, let's see.
It was a very close call, but it was a fun fight.
Take care of my daughter.
What are you going on about?
I don't know. I have 2 more days until you reach that stage.
It's just...
There is other stuff you could do, like working on the ritual.
I mean, the bracer's just still
I'm
being
gonna,
made.
yeah,
The staff is still
That's
being made.
that
I'm
stuff
gonna
is
give
all
you the
done. I'm
task
going to say
of
they bring it to the
finding-
guild hall
I'm
because
gonna
it's
give you
done.
the task of finding someone who wants to be a god. I already did my part in finding the sacrifice.
Yeah, I told you. I should help you with the sacrifice part. Kidding me? I did part of that work. Did most of the work. But I did part of that work.
You're also more powerful than him.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, I don't care. Okay, so I just continue making my way.
So you make your way to Vallon. It's a small town with mostly sandstone huts. It is between the 2 rivers, and off in the distance you can see, coming almost out of the desert, it almost looks like, the edge of the Zellum Woods.
Alright. Well, take a look around. See what see what there is to see.
There's not much.
Well, taking the site then. I'm just
There's not much.
kidding. There's not much. You just see desert all around it.
Like, it's a decent sized city, but there's not really much. Gosh dang it.
Should I throw one at me?
Yep.
Good job trying to hit me up. That's right.
Alright. At least talk to somebody. Maybe there's like a shop. There has to be a shop.
You can't find a shop.
I go up to Aram civilian. Hey, is there any interest in the city at all?
Not really, other than the Opal Palace.
Opal. Like the black opal?
No, like an opal.
Just regular stone.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the mineral opal.
Yes, opal.
It's a black opal, I think.
Is it black opal like really rare? What's that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say it was that black rose. Well, either way, they're both very rare.
The actual black pearl is rare, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to just head on over to the Opal Palace. Why are you smirking?
Think of the Taj Mahal. That's what it looks like.
What's that? I never heard of that.
You've never heard of one of the 7 wonders of the world?
Yeah.
The Taj Mahal
Look
is
it
a
up.
palace in India.
Oh, that.
It's very iconic.
Yeah, I know exactly what
You're so uncultured. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world.
So I don't understand why you tell me it's like the Taj Mahal.
It just looks like the Taj Mahal.
Okay. I want to go in.
But there are literally places where you can tell that the actual palace is partially made of opal.
You wouldn't mind if I take a few.
that is. And give it to me, right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'll get a souvenir for you.
Yay!
Cool.
Give the greedy gnome a opal. That's a good idea.
And there's no sign of bandits or anything.
Nope.
No sign of bandits. Nothing to fight.
Nope.
Question, out of character question. If there's nothing like, you know what? Never mind. I'm sorry.
Out of character response, I don't do fights very often because they make me tired.
Okay. That was my question. I always felt kind of.
Is that chip supposed to be green?
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of weird. I think it's from a green potato. It's a possible thing.
I feel like something's wrong with this chip.
I got it from the bag, like when I opened it.
Eat it.
The chip is literally green.
Eat it.
I am not kidding.
Eat it.
That is
Eat
clearly
it.
visible on the camera. The chip is green. That should not be eaten by any human.
So you don't tend to have fight sequences because it makes you tired.
Yeah, there's less of this. But there's less of that. There's more political intrigue.
So what do they normally do? Like before I joined, what do they normally do when they're done with like a big quest? Do they just chill in the guild hall?
Sometimes, yeah.
Anything else going on?
But you guys aren't really done with the big quest, though, are you? You're in the middle of a big quest.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a big quest. I'm just saying like after like a regular quest. Like what we...
After a regular quest, they usually have another quest. But currently, they have no other quests. And they've tied up most of their loose ends already.
So if we're nearly done with this whole ritual, we nearly have all the parts. What harm is there in looking for one quest?
Wasting your time?
Right?
The same thing I say over and over.
You're running out of time.
Over. That never seems to truly sink in.
I know, we're running out of time.
I can say it again if you need me to.
No need.
In a more dramatic way.
No need. Okay.
I thought
Yeah,
the last
sorry.
way was pretty dramatic, though.
We don't know where it is. Where any of this is. Like, where we're supposed to take the ritual, where does it take place?
Okay, go look.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Might as well start searching.
Ammon, make a general intelligence check to see if you remember something. Since you guys don't take notes. You guys really should take notes, but you don't.
We're good that way.
We're pros.
Wow, that was
I
horrible.
can't say that you don't take notes because you've only been here 2 times. But
Can I roll again?
What did you
what
get?
did you roll?
Let's see. In total, it would be a 7.
You can't roll again.
What's he rolling for exactly?
Okay, I don't want to
Oh,
roll
no.
again. I'm totally fine with this.
Yeah, quick fail.
No, he likes crit fails.
No. But that was a roll again. So technically, I would have failed.
Let's see if Call can remember. Call was there at the time of...
Shoot them too?
Who else was there?
Yeah.
Uranus was there. Therinia was there. Neither of them are part of the party anymore. Gosh dang it. I think that was it.
Okay, to do. Look for the mountain. Look for the mountain where I saw the vision.
Okay. Find a place where the arcanic and spiritual enemies. Enemies of the world are the strongest. Energies of the world are strongest.
Yeah.
Which Ammon, if he thinks back, would probably know where it is.
I didn't hear anything. That's bad.
Where the arcanic and spiritual energies of the world are the strongest. The place where you're not only closest to the gods, but is also an intersection of the arcane ley lines.
Oh yeah, I already mentioned that. That would be a spot where we can.
What place?
Where Thea's father is. Right on the mountain, where the golems are. Right?
Wait, where did the golems come from?
We found rock people. On the way up.
Sure, golems. Those are druids.
Those were druids?
Yes.
Oh,
They were high-level druids.
Oh, okay, because you never told us that.
High-level druids can turn into elementals.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's awesome.
They turned into elementals.
I'm off to look for the mountain.
The mountain in the elemental plane of fire?
For the ambush, yeah.
How are you getting to the elemental plane of fire? Though to be fair, Ammon knows where a doorway is if he thinks back.
Can I just roll an intelligence check for him?
No.
Can I roll an intelligence check?
How did you first get to the elemental plane of air when you first met the genie and first promised your services to the genie?
We took that little teleport thing right next to that. We took that little teleporter circle ritual thing.
How's that?
In that cave, not that far away from the god. Like the air gods in a sense, right? It was a cave, right?
It was a cave. There was a thing in the cave.
Yes.
Where was that?
I can't remember on the map where this was. That's my problem.
Do you want to roll?
I know it's somewhere over here. Is that Telia? I would say that.
Tell them.
I know there's all these mountains that just end nowhere. It was there.
There? Alright. What should I be looking for exactly?
When you go there?
Yeah.
People.
You could not be any more clear than that.
Look for a big white temple.
Alright.
Because you guys would have seen said big white temple. That they are still in the process of building. But reconstructing, technically.
What happened?
And it was destroyed a couple millennia ago.
Alright. I'll head there.
Also, Batalon is about a 2-month journey.
How long do we have again? Till
Actually, it's about a month and a half.
How long do we have till the calamity?
Not much time.
See, this is why you're wasting time.
Time that is running through the hour.
And you are wasting time also by throwing...
Like dust in
Yeah.
the wind.
But you're wasting more time than me, so yay.
Actually, wasting equal amounts of time.
Well, I can't find anything to do like that I could think of.
Actually, from Belen, it's only about a... Actually, it's only a couple weeks journey from Belen.
I really want to get this quest rolling. Being very honest, I really want to get this quest rolling. Go back to Varall then.
Okay, so you head back to Varall. It's
And now it's
a
around.
week.
But you don't know anything.
I'm still not hearing
Little hacker. Little metagame. You're not going through your reason immediately when you get home. Something must be that.
What kind of normal person does that? They come back from a long journey and they don't go to bed. Who would do that?
A person does not go on vacation a lot or go on.
A game of that too. They don't do that. So they play more games.
So,
Zero watching.
when you get back, I'm going to say the party is gathered in what is basically a council chamber, talking amongst themselves. A dark figure appears in the room.
It's like, oh.
Completely cloaked in black, almost misty in shape, but still roughly humanoid. Deep purple eyes glow from beneath its hood.
I'm not there, am
Yes, you are.
I? Oh.
I'm going to say you are because for the sake of this.
Okay, so I.
Because you know a lot.
Yeah.
So you're discussing with the party. And it just looks over the party.
So I make eye
Know
contact.
that what you do
Make eye contact with him.
only makes worse. Stopping one threat brings another.
Don't you dare talk to me about that mystic crap. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
There it is. Then you can kind of leave whatever you need.
But is the first or the second threat worse?
So I approach him, and I'm like,
You okay, personal stalker.
what do you want?
Just a word of warning.
Oh yeah? A word warning for what?
For what you are doing.
What do you know of what we're doing?
More than you.
Crap, he's got me there. I'm just kidding. I said it.
My master watching. Always. From the darkness.
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
My master. Always. Watching. And then the figure disappears.
How long did the owner of the golden thread, how long did he say it would take to make the rope? Not rope dress, dang it. Now you
We don't
don't say
know.
it.
We don't know actually.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we have this. Oh wait, it's not for a sacrifice person. We send it.
You should have to choose someone to be ascended.
Oh,
And then that can start.
which would be very all. Technically, when you think about it.
Could do.
I thought it
Actually, it
was,
could be anyone, or just have to be someone.
I thought it was her from the
It
beginning.
can be anyone.
Anyone.
No, it was originally Rolantha, but Rolantha turned into a ghast and she was killed after she was cursed by Carolingus with... Actually, after she was infected by Carolingus with
So-
Dodacul fever. It's a long
I
story.
could have helped her with lay on hands if I was there.
That
No, that
couldn't
wouldn't
have
work.
helped Dodacul fever.
No, it could.
Dodacul
one disease or one
fever-
poison.
Dodacul fever works differently.
Oh.
It's more of a curse.
God.
It's more like, hey, I'll scratch you, and then your entire arm can blacken, and there's no.
No, I
cure.
scratch you and then later, you turn into undead.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking like kind of like
Damn,
blacken,
what a
and then you
mess.
just turn into a monster.
What a mess you guys got into.
Pretty much what happened.
Okay, so.
Turn to a ghast and ghouls.
Usually that's very all.
In this little council you're talking? Because you'd still be in the little council.
Yeah. So I turned to Varial. Varial, do you want to do this?
Brock is not very happy about this. Variel is not with you in the council. She is not technically one of the party members.
Oh.
Should I go ask this because you're not here?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, go ask her.
That's...
Is this a good song for it?
I'm just gonna keep this one going. It's... That would be a heavy burden to bear. But... If you need it, I can.
My stomach's not feeling good.
Will you be one of the people that we choose? If we find another, then we will ask them, but for now, we would like to ask you.
Alright.
Okay, then that's it.
Alright? Alright, let's get this quest to roll.
That's a cool quest. What now? Because I have no idea what else to do.
Well, you have to get the last piece for the ritual.
Yep, and that's gonna take a while.
Which part? Oh yes, we need to get the...
The dress.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go talk to so-and-so person at the Golden Thread.
Taron Iluele.
What?
Taron Iluele.
I'm never remember that.
It's not the first time you've met him. It's not the second. It's not the third.
It's the...
I'm gonna relax.
I think it actually is.
I'm gonna relax in the library. Out of the guild hall.
Figures as much.
Okay, just go hit on you know who's. And see what happens with conflict.
Ooh, very well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
And then Brock.
She's just been asked if she'd be willing to be ascended to godhood.
Dude.
She has more important things on her mind.
Twist.
Clearly, everything I say to them makes things either way more awkward, makes me stupid, or does something completely worse. Worse than the
It's probably partially my fault sometimes.
what do you mean?
Because
Oh.
I do not know how to completely accurately play characters. I'm gonna throw something at you guys.
Didn't Brock roll to increase the bond between them two?
Yeah, I did.
Can I just do that with Talia?
So you're gonna go up and actually talk to Telia? Because that would be an in-character thing.
You should roll and see what happens.
Rolling is out of character.
18.
Rolling is out of character. It'd be an in-character thing.
Okay, what I roll? Got 20.
We improve
Definitely improved.
tremendously.
No. I go up to her and
Roll it again.
character.
What a roll.
20. Yay! Yeah, go talk to her. I'll go talk to her. I'll
I'm
go
gonna roll this one and get a 1.
In case you go up to her room. She opens the door and is like, is there something you need?
Okay, I'm gonna roll to try and increase the bond.
No, this is an in-character thing. I already said that.
No, dang it. Quick, ideas. I need a topic. Quick.
Persuade her.
Swear to what?
It's your choice. You're persuaded, remember?
Yeah, I am.
Although, to be fair, only I'm figuring here that you're single. You need a person in your life.
I want to choose a different person.
Alright. I'm gonna awkwardly play it off oh, wrong room. I'm sorry.
It's like, okay, bye.
Alright, and she closed the door.
Alright, I just start contemplating I walk down the streets, I contemplate he's right. I do need a girlfriend.
To straighten up your life.
You're
to make
walking
it
around the
better.
streets of Brawl just thinking to yourself.
I do need a girlfriend.
But isn't a paladin stronger than a wizard?
Oh,
Different ways. In different ways. Wizards are the only people who can cast the most powerful spell that mortals can cast. Wish.
Let's wish. Is it literally all this? That's exactly what it sounds. Just wishing.
There are restrictions on Wish, and if you don't follow the restrictions and wish for something else, there's a potential you'll never be able to cast the spell again.
That GM would just ban you from using it.
No, that it's actually written in the spell
Oh.
that you can no longer use it again if you fail specific saving throws and do stuff wrong.
Oh, okay.
please read me another quote from the sacred text.
So you flip open,
I'm bored, so.
and the Dark One's reign was long and dangerous for all involved.
The Dark One's reign was long. Dang, that's long. Nothing. I blocked it.
It did at the pool cue, to be fair.
And it just got one fly.
Alright. You know what? I'm gonna take M's best. I still don't know the character of your name.
Dorn. The most easiest name because it's not complicated.
I haven't
Nope.
heard enough. I haven't heard enough. Okay, so I'm gonna take Dorn's
That was a
advice.
I got it in the triangle.
Look for a girlfriend, something I cannot do in real life. I'm proud.
Single for life.
Oh yeah.
Nerds.
Remember? Wait, were you there for Senior Sunrise?
Yep.
Remember Simmons' speech? Basically, it's if you've been single for 4 years, congrats, you're lonely. And I was there at the front. I was like, It was worth it!
I'm only
Did you actually
kidding.
say that?
Yeah, I actually said that.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now
Okay.
the girls are gonna look at you weird.
They already knew that.
So,
That's sad.
Whatever.
so you're just randomly looking around the streets of Voral. Voral is mostly inhabited by dwarves. However, there are a few
Elves and humans.
few elves and quite a few humans. Especially with the recent almost evacuation from Alariel.
Oh, well, that's gonna be a conversation
came
killer.
here.
Quite a few people came south.
Yep, that's gonna kill the conversation.
Please don't break things.
Okay.
So I would go up to him and be like, hey, where you from? I'm from, what's the place where they evacuated from? I didn't know.
Alariel. There was multiple places that were evacuated, the biggest one being Alariel.
Oh, I'm from Varia. Oh, cool. So why are you here? Because I evacuated. Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
nice. So,
ASDF movie moments.
Parked their car on my sandwich!
I did. Alright.
Okay,
Okay.
back
so,
to the game.
Back to the game. At this point, it's just like, I don't know. Okay, so I go talk to a female human.
Okay.
Okay.
This is in character. You can't just roll your way through D&D.
I've done stuff in D&D.
Alright, you know.
Heretic, come on.
Alright,
You do it.
Wait, did you just say heretic?
No.
Heretic. Heretic.
No, I said,
All I
I've
can
done
think
stuff
of
in
is the
Heretic.
Arbiter. Every time from Halo. And the little grunts. Heretic.
No,
Heretic.
it's usually the big grunts.
No, the little grunts.
No, but you know what a big grunt is?
There is no big grunts.
Yes, there is actually.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not. Not in that scene.
And not in that scene, true. But technically, a
Not in that-
evolved grunts is a hunter.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's scary.
That is kind of scary. From the worst to the best. Bottom of the food chain to the top.
I'm just a mess at this point, like,
But no,
Stop.
a hunter is made out of worms, so it's kind of gross.
no idea what to do.
Because you don't know how to talk to me pretending to be a woman. I can't say women because I'm not a real
you know
woman.
Have you actually done girl in real life?
Wait. Like,
Ow!
wait, like, wait, was that directed at me or him?
You!
Wait, what's the question?
Have you ever hit on a girl in real life?
Absolutely, dude.
No,
Don't question my skills.
I've never done that. Only online, though.
I've never
Multiple
tried to hit
times.
on a girl. Literally never.
I usually do it during, like, during dances, like, I just compliment them.
I don't go to dances.
Oh, no, that's not hitting on them. That's totally different.
Well, I compliment them, then I hit on them.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I figured myself, like, I always think to myself, like, looking for a relationship in high school, especially how small Mazer is.
Seriously. It's
Uh,
tiny.
It's very tiny, and if you have like a bad relationship with somebody, you will not be able to avoid them for
Also, the entire school.
the entire school will know. So that's like one of the main points in my back of my mind. Like, you know what? It's not worth it getting a girlfriend if there's a possible chance of having a bad breakup.
Dude, it's a girl. Like, no, this is sexist, but no offense, it's also true. Where if, we're off topic, of course. But anyways, if you, say anything to a girl, like in your secrets or whatever, or you just tell them something, it will spread like wildfire.
That's what it's like at Mazer.
Yeah, see?
That's because there's like 500 kids at Mazer.
600.
597. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
When it comes down to Mormon girls, though, it spreads in about 2 days to a week, depending. And if it was bad, 1 day.
Christian totally said that my hair looked good. I think he's like totally hating me. We, as the male population, and I believe I can speak for all males when I say this,
I'm worried
will
that this is
never understand women.
Oh, absolutely.
No, actually, I will. 1 day.
What?
No, you will not.
We can't. We can't.
It is mentally impossible for us.
Yeah.
We do
I'm
it.
just worried that this is going to get on the video.
Oh, it is. We're still recording.
I know. Absolutely not.
And
Yeah.
it's not bad enough for me to edit out, so.
Plus, when it comes to like having a relationship, I just don't know the first thing to do. I figure like, it's just a relationship. The only difference between you and a girl like having a relationship together is that you call her your girlfriend. So nothing that much has to change about you. You can just still crack jokes, be friends.
I like rarely edit the episodes anymore. There was one episode though, I had to edit a fifth of the entire episode.
Yeah, that was
Why?
interesting.
Because of something Victoria said. And
And then
I'm
I'll
not
never
going
find out.
any further.
I want to know what it is still. That's my problem.
Oh boy.
Ammon was in the bathroom when she said it. Ammon doesn't know.
Is it? Oh, freak.
Jonathan wanted to know, he doesn't. Corwin wants to know, he doesn't. No one knows except for Andrew, Victoria, and me. And it's staying that way forever.
Until like one day I figure it out.
Wait. No, never mind. Okay. You don't have to say anything further. But is it a touchy subject?
What do you mean by touchy subject?
Like something so controversial?
I wouldn't say controversial, no. Well, I don't actually know how to answer that question.
At this point, we're just not even playing the game. We're just talking.
Okay, let's get back to the game.
Right.
No, stop.
Well, we're talking about the game.
Yep.
Just in the past.
We're not technically talking about the game. Still.
Screw it. It's just forget all this. I mean, honestly.
You're looking for a girlfriend.
Yeah, forget all this. Ammon's always trying to persuade me. I'm like, I shouldn't listen to this guy anymore. He's
Ammon-
not good influence. I mean,
You're
look
right.
at him.
Ammon's the only married character, and he's gotten in multiple relationships. One of which was with a nymph. The other was with a fae.
Actually, a nymph was tricked into a fae not relationship just a
How
one
did you
time.
accomplish that?
One night stand. Yeah.
I can't take this guy seriously anymore.
Oh, that's good.
And his character is married.
Yeah. I was like, I'm never gonna see them again. I'm pretty sure they're dead.
And then he finds his daughter washed up on the beach.
I was like, ew,
You know what?
I don't do anything.
I'm gonna go up to one of the guards. Is there a arena that you fight in?
It's,
Vorol does not have any arenas.
I thought the ordered one to be made inside that.
The only one is inside the guild hall of the Guardians of Elton.
That's what I thought.
Well, then I realized that makes you tired. Is there anything to steal? I don't say that to him.
Says the paladin.
Yeah, I know, right?
A true chaotic.
Says the paladin.
True chaotic.
Says the
You're
paladin.
still a paladin, come on.
Hey, I have very low standards, son.
Says the paladin.
Says the paladin.
It's like that's what she said, except says the
Are you
paladin.
trying to stereotype paladins as good people? Because that's not good. Stereotyping is
Technically, all paladins are considered good, except for Oathbreaker paladins, the ones who have literally broken their oath and turned to evil.
Aww.
And no, you will not be an Oathbreaker paladin ever. I'm not allowing that.
Why didn't you tell me this during our character creation?
Because they're too powerful.
Dang it.
I'm not kidding. They're fudging overpowered. And they're a villain class. In the Dungeon Master's Guild. You can't be an And you can't be an Oathbreaker paladin unless you are already paladin and break your oath.
The only thing I can think of to do right now is to go to the market. Because that's normally what I do. But I know there's nothing of interest there. Oh, Epiphany.
You missed!
I tried to
How
warn you.
did you miss?
Because it was an epiphany.
That's why I said Epiphany.
It's
like,
not Epiphany! That one's Epiphany!
I hit it.
This one is Epiphany!
I got hit. Bring it on, buddy. I got.
You lied to me, Christian.
So I blocked this.
That one was not Epiphany, this one's Epiphany.
Let's do this.
I just see them figures. Wow. Holy crap, dude.
Damn. Oh, I still flew. Oh, I blocked it.
See what time it is.
That was cool. Okay,
7 minutes.
We should just end.
I think we should.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So let's, with that, with all that's happened this session, which is a lot, we're going to end with our regular outro. Eamon's about to throw a paper airplane at me.
It started out a lot, but then it died down.
Yep. Kalu im Fila.